It doesn't. You know, Jeff. The show's not about the show. There's no show. The show. There's no.
The show's about you.
Let's get to the show.
Maybe it's foolish of me to even think that there was supposed to be a purpose for it. That you should learn anything. You're such a story structure freak, and we kept drawing these things. Like we're at the refusal of a call now. Now we're at the meeting with the goddess. Like we kept doing that, but then we return home. Do you feel that you've actually described a full circle story-wise?
No.
Because I feel like that Harmontown and the tour is, if there's a story structure element to that this will be the first quarter or the first half of a larger story.
Oh, well.
And and right now coming home, this is the meeting with the goddess where you're back home into your safety net, and now the terrible shit happens. Or something really awesome happens. Like
we get to reboot the show now. We get to decide what it's going to be about, you know?
What do you want? Because we can't... one thing's for certain. I think I
want to connect with these people, Jeff. I want my brain to merge with their brains. I want to feel what they feel.
For real?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do it.
I feel like there's someone in the audience tonight that's recently written a book that will be released that needs to be plugged. He was an amazing entertainer. He's part of Donald Glover's little YouTube troupe, Derek Comedy. He's an old friend. He looks like Jesus more and more every day. Please, I feel his pain. I feel his brain. Welcome, DC Pierson.
Thanks, Dan. How's it going?
It's going good. I mean, I don't know. You tell me. It feels like kind of... I was saying backstage, like... I feel really good because I feel like we were out on the road and now I'm not worried at all. Like Patton Oswalt's prediction was true. I'm not worried about doing the show here anymore, and I think that could be a bad thing. I was saying in the green room. Right now I'm flirting with the idea that it's a bad thing.
That you didn't learn anything?
No, that I've become boring because I'm not driven by the anxiety of it being a good or a bad show. So now I'm sitting here. There's only
you're the reason we don't see the character after the movie's over.
Exactly.
You're the reason the movie's over.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not like we just stick around after the credits and then he's still just like, yep, still happy.
Yeah.
You know? The movie's over. Unless he joins the Avengers.
Yeah.
After the credits. Maybe you join the Avengers, Dan. Is that tonight for you?
Yeah, I guess. Is there an Avengers for like just people with houses that like to take bubble baths?
If there is, we can go and buy it at this comic book store. They will have it if there is one. Avengers.
It was the Watchmen,
Squad.
right? Yeah. So you wrote a book.
I did.
It's called Crap
Kingdom. I like our Beastie Boys.
It's called Crap Kingdom.
Yeah.
And it's not out yet. It's not quite
out.
It's
out. It's going to be out on March 7th, but the reason that I'm promoting it before it's actually out is I'm trying to get people to pre-order it. So badly do I want them to pre-order it that if you pre-order it, which you can do on Amazon, you can do it Pals Books, all these different places that sell books online, and you send me the receipt at crapkingdom@gmail.com, I will write your name into a custom rap song and or crap song.
Interesting.
Get
There's
it?
some overlap
you do.
there. And you gave me an advance copy, and it has so many. It's filled with pages, and
Dan, what was your favorite part of the book?
I just like the binding. Like I love the concept of like there's separate pages, but then all of them are together.
I insisted on that. I was like, I know that most books are just bricks with scrawl on them,
so
but I
meta.
want individualized pages because I feel like that's where the medium's going.
The elevator pitch is that it's a guy who's beckoned to be the savior of a fantasy world. It's kind of a young adult novel. And it's Jeff. It's about a guy who gets beckoned to a fantasy world to be its savior, and
sounds fascinating, Mr. Harmon.
The world's kind of crappy, and he doesn't take him up on it. He doesn't want to be part of the fantasy world.
You've written a novel. It's a novel.
Yes,
that's awesome.
Thank you.
I'm very impressed by that. That's very cool. I think more people should do that.
I think everyone should do it.
No, I don't think everybody should.
Okay.
I think novelists should write novels. I think people given a gift.
So if you haven't already written a novel, you're not a novelist, so don't write a novel.
Write a novel.
But if you have already written a novel, continue doing so.
No, I mean people that have the gift for writing prose and for writing.
I see.
Don't.
You don't think there should be like a weird Freaky Friday thing where like I become a sushi chef and then he becomes a novelist? And that he'd probably be great.
Now
should Jiro write a novel?
That's my new novel. My new novel is called Sushi Writer.
Is it true that they're called novels because at one point there was like a weird new thing to do?
These are
one of these
novels.
Things? Holy shit!
Yeah.
Look at this thing.
Books used to be epistolary. There were letters.
There were letters back and
histories,
forth.
But the idea of telling a story about a thing that happened to a person, that was a very novel.
Do you think
like
the
I
first
learned that in
novel
British
was just
world,
a lie? You know what I mean? It was a book that was ostensibly like, was it just like not 50 Shades of Grey? What's it called? The guy that was on Oprah, Stephen Fry or whatever. What's that? Yeah, James Frey. Yeah, that like if he had been in medieval times, would he have been like the first novelist? And he's like, it's just a lie, but we can say I'm amazing if you want to. They do talk a lot, don't they, Dan?
Yeah. No, it's a town meeting, really, honestly. If you go out to any of these fuckers, it's like a whole show. What's your name?
Sean.
Jesus Christ.
For those
you handed him a mic.
Handed it to him or put it in his face like a journalist. Like, what's your name, sir?
My name is Sean. I was just saying that like early Defoe novels, they always have like it's purported that like the person like Robinson Crusoe sent in his journals and I'm Defoe and just
early Willem
giving
Dafoe
them to
novels.
you, right?
So he was passing it off as actual history. Yeah.
Isn't that interesting, Jeff? And what's your name?
Scott.
See? They're all just people. When were you born? What year?
1989.
That's crazy.
Dan, what were you doing in 1989?
I was going like, I'm afraid to tell my friends I'm not into this Batman movie as much as they are. I wouldn't get that tattoo if I were you. They'll probably change the logo. If I'm them, I'm gonna change that logo. It looks like my mom looked at that Batman logo from the Tim Burton movie and she said, "Is that teeth? It looks like yellow. If you look at the yellow parts, it looks like teeth.
Yeah.
Like a little teeth monster is gonna get you."
I like that guy said 1989, but when he said 19, it sounded like it was going to be a much older year. You know what I mean? He's like 19, like it sounded like it was going to be.
To him, 89 is an older year. It was like back then, air was new. To him, 89 was like the Stone Age. He's an asshole.
Get with it, old man.
Yeah.